Okay, this is Keystone of Rage Part 2. We will be doing the museum. Check the description for timestamps. We will be doing 4 mysteries and a good deed. Some of the mysteries will be completed at the end of the video because we have to go somewhere else to complete them, but we'll put them all together here. And then there are 2 time loops, so definitely check the description for that. And anything else that I forgot to say during this intro will be in there as well. One from Jelgen and one from Ralst's safe. That's where both of those just came from. That is one of the mysteries and will be solved when we leave. It is the Great Responsibility mystery, so check description for a timestamp if you want to see that part. Oh yeah, let's read this. This is how you know what to do. All shall look upon me and obey. That's Aster. Pretty sure that's Aster. Okay, we can turn this alarm off in a couple of different computers, so we'll do that as well. Drone bypass. That door is the exit door when we finish up. Okay, we're going to skip B1 to start. And we're going to start on B2 instead. Check in case I die. And you'll note that there's nobody here, 'cause we'll see it later. It's that guy. I've tried alternating which order I open the doors in. It doesn't seem to matter. Alright, maintenance keys. And then the computer. It's going to tell us what to do. Case of general power failure, backup generator must be activated manually. Emergency power is distributed to all levels to ensure critical processes can wind down safely. To maintain containment protocols, each level's electrical substation can only supply power to one of 2 grids at a time on that level. Manual activation of substation switch is required to reroute power between grids. So basically what that means is we're going to have a switch for green doors and a switch for red doors. But first we have to get the power on. Power's on. I'm going to open the green doors first. Square. Ones with squares on them. One of each. So this is a time loop guardian. Interrupt. And I am going to knock him out so that he minds his own business while I'm fighting this crazy grief guy. Time loop guardian. Okay, that's this guy. Just the 2 green doors. He doesn't actually respond. Alright, we're going to switch to red. Pretty sure this is him. Are you stuck in the wall, buddy? Alright, where's the buddy it's on? These are brutal! There you go. Okay. Basic med kit. Alright, now we can go to... Nope, we're gonna do this. Lock and open. Remember that computer is there. We can't access it quite yet. Or I don't know, we might be able to because I do know the code, but we're going to do it properly in order. Okay, another time loop guardian. Let's see if we can't knock him out. Try and knock him out. Jesus. Get over here before I get a health kit. I need a health kit. Alright, she's knocked out, so she should be minding her own business for now. They're both knocked out. Okay. So she's down. Time loop guardian. Okay, there we go. I hit the wrong button, so now this thing's on rear guard. Following me around. Okay, so we can't get in here yet because we don't have the yellow time switch, which is up on B1, which we are going to go do. But this area is sort of separated from the front until we get yellow open. So that's why you do it now when you're on B2, so that you can safely open that door. I don't know what happens if you open yellow before killing those guys. I'm assuming he dies and you lose the ability to do something later. It's not the end of the world, it just means you have to do more fighting than you normally would have to. Because he gives you a code to sort of bypass some stuff.
Someone out there? Hey.
Alright, we're on B1.
Is somebody out there? Over.
And our only option is purple right now because the yellow that we just saw is hidden behind stuff. So we have to start with purple.
Over.
I'm coming.
Someone help.
In case I die.
Training sequence activated. It looks like the training exercise has been activated.
Okay.
You'll have to go through the whole thing before the doors can be reopened.
What? The whole thing?
Use the button to start.
Fine. Let me wait until my cooldown is done on my drone. I'll go over what's going to happen while we're waiting for the cooldown. So basically what's going to happen in here was we're going to have 3 training tests to go through. So to start, Pointy and a shield guy are going to come out of 1 and 3. So we have to take those out. Then after that, we're going to get a red haze out of, I want to say 6. It's either 6 or 7. After that, she'll open the supply room and we can get some drone stuff. And after that, 4 will open that has a couple of like the small regular minions. And then once you get rid of those, 2 and 7 will open, each with 3 minions. So that's 6 of like the basic just dancer minions. And as you're dealing with those, a terror haze will come out of 8. So that's what we have to look forward to.
Protocol 6 initiated. Protocol 7 initiated.
Okay, number 2. We'll have a haze from the left side. I want to say it's 6. Yep, 6. Alright, now I have gotten this one completely before if you try to knock them out before. But as it stands, I didn't get it this time. But they're knocked out. I don't quite know where the haze went, but I'll take it. And I love... Is he gonna die?
I managed to open the supply room.
I love that. I should probably point out what that is.
You better prepare for the next wave.
Striking an enemy will cause subsequent strikes to deal damage over time. Idol of Rage. If you don't have Idol of Rage and you want it, check the Google workbook. The location will be in there. Because I don't remember where it is off the top of my head. But I do like it. I love damage over time. Okay, so we have Drone Bypass. Drone Bypass. And then we got a Whirlwind Elite Drone Module. Okay, so for this one, we're going to get 2 out of 4, 3 out of 2 and 7, and a Terror Haze out of 8.
Protocol 1 initiated. 2 initiated. Threat level.
And I got cornered. I'm terrible at lock on. Alright, so there's 3. And 2 is starting.
Error. 5 initiated. Error extreme.
Alright, here comes the Terror one as well. Let's try and get through these. Interrupt. Almost out of stamina.
Training sequence complete. Access restored. Thank God. The training sequence is over. Everything seems back to normal. I'll open the door.
Check in.
Thank God you showed up. You're a lifesaver.
Who are you?
I'm Theo Kagan, an assistant technician for OMSIF training. And we're doing exercises when the whole place went haywire. Backup systems malfunctioned when we lost power. The team... they didn't stand a chance. I've been calling on the radio ever since.
What do you know about this symbol?
I know this. Our boys did a sweep in the older part of the facility. They found a strange stone with that symbol on it. I told them to put it in the storage room on B4 for future analysis. That's where we keep all the old stuff. You'll need some, high-level clearance to get in there. Here, take my keycard. It's the least I can do.
Okay, alpha clearance. Okay, so now we're going to turn the alarm off from the entryway. Shut down emergency alarm. So that when we go back up, it won't be so loud. Okay, so in here, basic meal. Now this is going to start the good deed mementos. Doesn't matter which you pick up first, either 2 or 4. Both of them are part of it. The first one is a cigarette case belonging to ZT. That's cell 4. Cell 2 has a handmade ring. So now we're going to read about these people. Here's the time loop on B1. The first thing we need to do is switch the power grids from purple to yellow so we can get in this other way. Forgot all about these guys. This is the LAX security mystery, and we'll come back to it. Okay, we're going to switch it over to yellow, because that let us out back into the main area here. So if you don't take care of the Time Loop Guardian and the other one before doing that, my guess is this guy is going to die. Which might prevent us from doing something, making our lives easier later on. I'll talk about it at the time.
1993. Request for closure of Time Loop Aster 1. After years of study, all possible data has been extricated from Time Loop Aster 1. Origin, early 9th century, second cycle harmonics. Emotional catalyst, assassination of Conrad Astor by Finello Astor. Horizontal diameter, 15 meters. Resident topology signature, theta rho pattern.
The twins.
Recommend training protocols be displaced to level B4, taking advantage of Alpha 1 breakthrough. Recommend collapse of Astor 1 in 30 days' time. This delay will allow finalization of data collection, as well as equipment and personnel transfers. Counterpoint raised. Preservation of culturally significant catalyst subjects. Future advancements may allow safe subject extrication.
Okay, so now we can learn a little bit more about the people who are in cell 2 and 4 so that we know what to do with the ring and the cigarette case. So in cell 2, we had Tilda Samson, is a female, age 35, single mother to a 9-year-old boy. Now she's from Skell Umbrian, which we have not been to, but we have met a 9-ish year old boy. There was a boy named Dag Samson in the refugee camp in Vissa Hills who have moved to Senedra Forest when Atticus left, when Atticus took everybody, well, except for the couple with the dog, back to the farmhouse in Senedra Forest. So we'll go look for Dag and give him the ring in Senedra Forest when we finish the museum. For cell 4 in the cigarette case, it's Ziad Tibor, who is from Marastan, where we've been before, and he is a newlywed of less than a year. We will head back to Marastan. His widow is in the blue house by just down the street from where the APC parks. You have to have completed Depths of Hell because she is one of the women held in the barn. So you have to have gotten them free of the barn in order for her to be available for this good deed. So that's as far as we can go on the good deed at the moment. So now let's talk to this guy, this doctor here.
Oh, thank you for getting rid of the creatures. You saved my life.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Balam Lamek. I was part of the science team working on the time loops. What we did to that poor man, I can't be a part of this anymore. What we did was unforgivable. That madman. He timed it perfectly. He created a new time loop on B4. He wants to weaponize them.
Ever seen this symbol before?
Yes, I have. Some of our soldiers found an artifact with that symbol when they explored the ancient facility. As per procedure, it was catalogued and stored for future investigation. All objects of curio are stored on B4.
How did they create the new time loop?
Dr. Mabden told the poor Sabinian that the palamists strapped to the tables were the same who had repeatedly raped his daughter. The Sabinian didn't hesitate. He grabbed the chainsaw and chopped the palamists to pieces. I just stood there and let it happen. There are 2 time loops. Don't confuse one for the other. The one on this floor is old and didn't give us as much data. It wasn't good enough for Mabden. That lunatic had to make a new time loop. It's on B4. You need to stop this insanity. Near Mabden's time loop, There is a terminal where you can hack the mainframe and call forth the Guardians. You must close it. Please. End their suffering. Use the numerical code 7584 to access the terminal and take this Ammon prism to close the time loop.
Okay, we got a theta and a rho.
Who is Dr. Mabden?
Dr. Mabden is a cold-hearted son of a bitch. He's a liar and a manipulator. He will stop at nothing to get what he wants, no matter the cost.
So the code that he gave us, if he dies... See, it's one out of the playthroughs I've done through this, I've never actually opened the door knowing that they were still... The monsters were still there, that the Hollow Walkers were still there. So I don't know if he dies. But if he dies, I don't know if we get that code. But then again, if we don't get the code, then we don't have the Time Loop Guardian, so it must be on him. So either way, you'll probably get the code. You just have to make sure to search his body, probably. Or, I don't know, it might be somewhere.
With the weaponization of the creatures and the time loops. Someone should stop him.
Okay. So we know all that. So where are we going now? We are going down to B3.
Hey, soldier, I need assistance.
Okay. So down here we have blue and orange. So let's go find the switch. We'll come back for that because we're going to be coming this way. We're going to knock her out before she even really gets a chance so that she can't bug us. Stop being rude. Alright, interrupt. Go. Maintenance. Maintenance keys. And we're going to do blue first. The star.
Hey, maybe we can help each other out.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Marga Hamil, Cerebrum Division. I'm the one who designed and created your drone. As you can see, we're experiencing technical difficulties. I need your help to get out of here.
Know anything about this?
That looks familiar. I'm not sure, though. It looks old. If I remember correctly, all the old stuff found in the ancient sections is stored in the testing area on B4. Listen, let's help each other. I want to get out of here, and you want access to B4. I won't be able to escape this place without a functional drone. I need a drone processor to fix mine, but they're all stored in my lab. If you help me get it, I'll give you my keycard. To get there, exit this room and go left. Go down the hall and past the red blast door. On your right, you should see the logo of a drone on the wall. That's where my lab is. The code to get in is 230317.
Okay. So that's the other blue door that opened. Okay, we have box of bullets that is part of the conspiracy research item. And then we will pick that up on our way out. So the code she gave us was 230317.
Oh, I wouldn't mind a few upgrades. We could boost the communication.
That's what she wants.
Tanya, you're breaking up. What was that? Upgrade communication array?
Wanker. Alright, we are going to steal the Surge Step Elite drone module while we're in here. Unit attaches to the user's back while deploying its propellers for maximum propulsion, assisting with accelerated tactical evasive maneuvers. I think that's all we got in here. Okay, so this key belongs to one of the lockers at the start of B3 and is part of the whistleblower mystery. So check the description for timestamps for 2 other whistleblower entries, because I'm not doing it all like at once. Drone bypass. So whistleblower. We'll go back to Dr. Hamil. Drone processor.
Thanks. Now I can leave. Take my keycard. A deal's a deal. Good luck on B4.
Clearance beta. Okay, now we have one more blue door to clear before we come back and switch to orange. Timeloop Guardian. First aid kit. Now we can go switch to orange. Diamond. Timeloop Guardian. There went the time loop on B1.
Hollow Walker Biopsy Log, Session 01. Spectacular. What we have appears to be an altogether inconceivable physiology that bears no resemblance to any known life forms. There are no discernible organs, no nervous system, no circulatory system, and no skeletal system. Truly remarkable. Traditional means of locomotion are completely absent. No muscle tissue, no tendons or ligaments. The entirety of the mass is comprised of a substance that can only be categorized as flesh. Its property is in a constant state of flux. Elasticity, tensile strength, density, hardness, shear strength. All seem to fluctuate based on external stimuli. Initial inspection suggests evidence of both fibrous and globular structures. Samples have been extracted for a complete cellular analysis. If I wasn't a scientist, I might be liable to believe these creatures are the work of a higher power. They cannot possibly exist. Epur si mueve.
Okay, so now we are on the research department of B3 as one of the orange doors. And we're going to get LAX Security Mystery. I had to reset the safe again. I submitted a request for a new safe 3 months ago. Still haven't heard anything back. Clearly, the higher-ups didn't really take the whole top-secret concept seriously, or they would have greenlit my request by now. Frankly, I'm getting tired of resetting this thing every week, so until we get a new safe, the code is just going to be lucky sevens every time. Seems fitting, since they like to gamble with our security protocols. And we know this is the safe that we want, because at top left it says B1 Observation Room. So we'll go do that. Start LAX Security.
September 18th, 1992.
I love I can listen to these while doing other stuff.
Loadout profiles for the drone. Recording a quick note here for future reference. Reconnaissance loadout, lightweight design, strip all extraneous systems to increase velocity and maneuverability. Comprehensive sensor package. Radar, thermal, infrared, Geiger, X-ray, the works. Optical camo. Maybe even RAM coding. Oh. Medical loadout, first aid module, defibrillator, cauterization implement, precision suture algorithms. Drug administration module, hypodermic injections, antiseptics, analgesics, antibiotics, adrenaline, and other stimulants. I'd also love to look into upgrades for the current tactical configurations. Battery longevity, rotor strength, chassis reinforcements. So much to do.
Okay, so this locker is what the key is for the whistleblower mystery. Val, who is the doctor that we met in the yellow area. I'm having second thoughts. Don't get me wrong, the world needs to know what's happening here. Of that I'm sure. Rather, I'm hesitant in our approach. I have a feeling this will end badly for us, especially now with the new emergency protocols in place. If we screw this up, they'll get away with everything. I've taken some extra precautions. I moved the computer to our spot in the maintenance supply room on B2, and I changed the password to something only you would know. The OMSIF team numbers currently deployed to Leith, Senedra, and Akasa in that order. So that's part 2 of Whistleblower. So now we'll hit F2 after we finish up on B1. Did I say B2? I said B2. Alright, back up on B1. We're going to finish up LAX Security. Here's the safe. Based on the computer entry from downstairs, we know it's 7777. Got a Theta and a Rho Prism, along with the Elite Distract, or Distract Elite rather, drone module. And I might put Distract Elite on. Okay, now we'll close the time loop since we're up here. And these are the twins. These are the twins. The sister kills the brother.
You know nothing about the workings of the real world.
I will never forgive you and Father.
You need a Rho Prism.
I've played the pawn in your silly game.
You know nothing about the workings of the real world.
I will never forgive you and Father.
Okay, there's the B1 Timeloop. These are the twins. Okay, so now we'll go finish up Whistleblower. Go back down to B2. Okay, so the computer we want is right here at the base of the ladder. It's in the supply room. And I do this every time. So in order to know the code, you have to have looted... Where are they? The OMSIF deployment orders for Casa Marshes, the library, and Senedra. If you don't have them and want to go get them, check the Google Workbook because they will be listed in there in the item area. So, but what we want in order for this to work is they have to be in a very specific order. We need the National Library first, and that is Alpha 05, which you can see over in the top right. OMSIF Alpha 05. Second one is Senedra. It's Epsilon 11. And then Casa Marshes, which is Epsilon 08. So our code is going to be 051108. 051108. And I'll just scroll slowly through it so that you can pause and read it. But it's basically why they initially got involved and how it's sort of just dissolved into the horror that it is. And then Mabden, the psychotic doctor, psychopath. Okay, so that's the end of whistleblowers. So we've got LAX Security and Whistleblower. Okay, so now we'll head down to B4. This was the room we were in. Okay, Alpha Keycard from the training technician. And the Beta card from Dr. Hamil on B3.
Finally, you're here. What a fine specimen you are. I will sincerely thank your commanding officer for providing such an excellent candidate.
I may have skipped over his intro and hit enter on the microphone. Sorry about that.
Who are you?
Strange. I thought
Intercom.
they would have briefed you. Semantics. I'm Dr. Mabden, head of weapons research.
Head of Psycho.
Today's experiment will focus on time loop weaponization.
Why are you trying to weaponize time loops?
Why wouldn't we? Think of what we could accomplish. Did you notice the newly designed hardware around the time loop? This is why you are here, not to ask silly questions. If I were you, I would concentrate on surviving the different protocols. Now, let's begin.
Okay, so I just backed out. So there's two different ways to do this room. One is to deal with him and his 5 protocols where you fight 5 different sets of Holowalkers. Even if you make it through there, in order to clear the time loop, you have to call forth the 2 time loop guardians that are available in the computer. You can just do the computer part, which is what we're going to do through the walkthrough because it's 5 less fights. So we're going to do it that way. I don't know for the trophy, the Full Guard trophy, if you need to do these. Legend of the Foal, close all time loops and defeat all remaining entities. I don't know if these 5 count that are through the protocols. I don't know that. So if you are going for that, you might do this just in case. I don't really know. But I'm doing this way. So, fair warning. Alright, so the code that the doctor on yellow gave us is 7584. And from here, we can call forth the 2 time loop guardians. Now, Psycho Doctor does not like this and will yell at us, but screw him, you know.
What the hell are you doing? You do not have clearance for that. Stop that immediately.
Did I do it already? Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Knock you out. Knock you out. Lock on. Alright, there's one time loop, Guardian.
Enough. Go back to the intercom and follow the protocols.
Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, now we're going to get the Guardian Sigma. Again, I don't know if the protocol Hollow Walkers count towards the full guard, so if you are definitely going to want to get that trophy, you might do that just in case. I don't know the answer to that question. And I'm okay not getting that trophy.
I thought I made myself clear. Enough with the shenanigans! Get back to the intercom and engage the proper protocols. Now get on with it!
Okay, that's still locked. That's where the keystone is. So we'll get this time loop. And this is that Sabinian and Palamas chainsaw story. Keystone of Rage.
Good work. You've retrieved the Keystone of Rage.
Now, if you had done it...
I will inform your commanding officer. You're getting court-martialed, you idiot.
Did I ruin your plans?
Do you realize what you've done? We will have to redo everything in 33 years! Your tiny brain cannot even begin to comprehend the gravity of the situation. This isn't over.
So if you had done his protocols and he was in a better mood, he would open this door for you. But this is not a big deal because we will connect to it in through the ladder. We'll get to it through the ladder. This way. Okay, so this item right here, the symbol Iron Crown, this is the Great Responsibility mystery that opens the side door in the entryway where we move the statues. So we'll get this on our way out. It's the start of Great Responsibility. And then this is Lymbic Rod Grief X. There's a Lymbic chest in the Keystone room in Lake Xenon that we'll go do this at the end of the video. Check timestamp if you want to skip to that. And I'll pull this up when we get there because we'll actually look at it when we get there. Delta. This is the door he would have opened if we were on his good side. Nothing. And regardless of whether we were on his good side or not, he won't be here. So it's not like we missed him.
1993. We have done it. Time Loop Alpha
Alpha 1 is operational.
What's that?
For the
Did I
first
miss
time,
something?
certain aspects of a time loop are under our direct control. Years of planning have finally paid off. Synaptic modulators are stable, and limbic pulse generators have already confirmed our theories that entities can be generated at will. We will begin testing the optimal frequencies to induce each entity variant. Agent training protocols should be greatly enhanced as a result. The complete weaponization of the technology remains out of our reach for the near future. We are, of course, still bound by the 33-year cycle. Additionally, a proper emotional catalyst remains necessary to the time loop's formation. This requires a great deal of precise social engineering. Overcoming these limitations will be the major area of focus during the next phase of the project.
Alright, just minor loot. Okay, back up where the heck I was. Okay, both time loops are closed. We have the Keystone of Rage. 2 of the mysteries are complete. The other 2 and the good deed require us to leave. Okay, as long as you've gotten the Keystone of Rage, these people will be here. They will not be here if you haven't actually gotten it. Because I left once going, where is everybody? And I hadn't picked up
my little friend here.
Thing.
We couldn't have done it without you.
You alright?
Yes. I haven't seen the surface in a long time. I'm looking forward to it. Although I doubt that will be soon. The debriefings I'll have to endure will take some time. They'll want to know what the hell happened down there.
You can ask her about all sorts of stuff.
Thanks for helping me escape.
Are you gonna be alright?
I'll be just fine. The intervention forces are on their way. They'll clean up this mess. I'll have a lot of work to do, though. Fixing all the systems. I'll have to run diagnostics to determine what went wrong.
Thank you for helping me down there.
Are you gonna be okay?
I will be, as soon as I leave. I won't be working for these people anymore. I hope you use that Amin prism I gave you. Those poor people did not deserve such a fate.
Okay. So now that we're back in the entry hallway, we're going to use the symbol that we found in the storage room on B4 after closing the time loop. There's great responsibility. We got the polearm of rage. Tuning stone. And a research item, ceremonial key. War has ever been. Before man took his first breath, war lay in cosmic wait, patient, the eldest craft, the eternal trade, biding its hours for the hands of its truest master, KM. Alright, so now we're going to go research the 2 items that we found, go to Senedra Forest, Marastan, and then Lake Xenon. So we have some stuff to do still.
That's the last keystone. Let's return to the ancient forge and see if your father was right. Have you found something of interest?
We'll research both of them.
Good find. I'll look it up.
Okay, the box of bullets belongs to the conspiracy, and the ceremonial key belongs to Lymbic invasions. Here's that one. Scroll down. And we'll go ahead and head to Senedra Forest.
Remy, I'm ready to make my move.
Good. We should rendezvous at Lake.
Wait.
Lieutenant, you are relieved of command.
On what grounds, Corporal?
Put these on. You are to report back for debriefing. Stop!
Arabeth? Arabeth! Ah, fuck!
Remy, I'm sure she's all right.
Unlikely.
I know a survivor when I see one. Do you think she knows you were going to say Lake Sinan?
What difference does it make? We got work to do.
Let me kill this thing while I'm here. Poor bastard's a level 1. Stand up. So we're going to give him the handmade ring that his mom had on her in the cell.
That's my superhero symbol. You met Mama? That's the ring I made for her. What does that mean? Is she coming back soon?
Not so much, kid. Okay, so when I did my Marastan walkthrough, this house was locked up, and it had the shimmer implying you could get in, but we were never able to. And this is why. This is where the widow lives. So we're going to give her the cigarette case.
No. Deep down, I always knew I would never see him again.
Part of me still had hope. This is what I hoped I'd never have to see.
So there's the Mementos good deed.
I thought we were going to die in that barn.
So you have to have completed Depths of Hell in order for her to be available, because she's one of the women in the barn.
I've never been so happy to see Koryo in my life. I'm ashamed to think I used to judge him. It will take some time for us to recover, but we should be okay. I worry the younger girls will never be the same.
Okay, Limbic chest is all that's left, and then entering the Keystone of Rage into its slot in Lake Xenon.
I wouldn't say I like interruptions. I never understood why people need breaks. I was surprised to find out that your mother worked for us. She had quite a reputation. My employers came across her by chance. People with nothing to lose are the best candidates for covert operations. What caught their eye was that this prisoner seemed to know a great deal about Hadia. Things that aren't common knowledge. Faux guards, limbic weapons, the Order of the Eye, and the Vigil.
What's your fucking point?
We didn't know about the Vigil's existence until your mother was recruited. She gave us an extensive list of names. In exchange, we trained her and assigned her some men. And one by one, the Vigil began to disappear. Have car accidents. Die of heart attacks. Very efficient. But then, she started to show signs of slowing down. Especially when it came time to take care of Vitalis.
Careful.
So my employers presented your mother with falsified phone records. It implicated Vitalis as the one who called the police the night she attempted to smuggle you out.
You fucking scumbags!
I told you I know how to bring out the worst in people. Oh, if you weren't bound to that chair, you'd lunge across the table and choke the life out of me.
It would be much worse than that.
Revenge is a much more potent manipulator. Control is knowing which buttons to press. Pretending not to care about anything is the illusion of control. Look at you, just like her. Compromised by your emotions. Fun's over. Let's continue.
Okay, I'm going to put a quick cut here, and I will meet you guys in the Keystone room. Okay, we're in the Keystone room. So the limbic rod was unearthed in a small chamber in the underground complex, and the chamber featured a faded mural depicting 2 water wheels and a waterfall. So in the Keystone room, We have waterfall, or water wheels, a couple of water wheels. There are a bunch in the Grand Atrium too, and then the waterfall. So we'll come right back here. Grief. Lymbic capacitor, medium. And glyph, delirium enhanced for the ecstasy line. Acute delirium swells and grips limbic entities in front of you, eroding their stance. So there's that. There's the chest. So we got mementos is done. And all 4 great responsibility, limbic chest, LAX security, and whistleblower all complete. So let's go add the key. And I have not added the key yet, so if this ends abruptly, it's because something that I wanted to include in the next one. Emotional baggage. Doors unlocking. Alright, there you go. Keystone of Rage Part 2.